ML Sports, take a quick one here, brought to you by our good friends at Stumble and Monkey Brewing Company, Batavia Downs Gaming, and St. Bonaventure University's online Masters in Journalism. Do it in under 2 years at sbujournalism.com. So, not a lot to say about this game. Loyola just destroys the Bonnies 77-53. The first few minutes of the game, these two teams couldn't find water if they fell out of a boat. The shots, the turnovers, the shot selection, right, the misses, everything was just not really good basketball. They just came out really shaky. And then Loyola really started to take control of the game. I mean, if you go back into it here, I mean, the time that went off the clock, it was 8-7 with 13:43 to go. It was only a five-point game, 10:42. And then all of a sudden, Bonaventure, they had 10 points at 9:15. They still had 12 points all the way to 6:22. They were down 10. And then they only scored another 12 points the rest of the half. Believe it or not, it was a 6-point game at one point, 30-24. Bonaventure was held, let's see, after the Bologna made three-pointer at 2:10, they didn't score again. And then Loyola went, into the half with a 9-point lead. And then they started to really execute. You could see their offensive flow was really getting going, and it created their defense to not have to have as much pressure on them. They just started really executing. I mean, Ruben was getting going. Watson made the three-pointer, the passing, the cutting, the shot selection, the finishing, everything that they were doing, the Bonnies were not. And then in the second half, it was a complete joke. I mean, St. Bonaventure got outscored 44-29. They lose by 24. And everything went wrong. I mean, misses, terrible shot selection. They were getting absolutely slaughtered on the boards, 33-23. Amazingly enough, Bonaventure turned it over 16 times, and it felt like a lot. But then you look at Loyola, and they had 17 turnovers. So, Bona also struggled to guard the three in big spots. And then once it was miss, they make, miss, they make, miss, they make, and that crowd gets going. And by the way, it looks like a pretty cool place to watch a game. Bonaventure, they're getting rocked, and it was a 14-2 run by Loyola. 3-4 guys in the starting rotation were completely unstoppable. I mean, when you look at, what Ruben was doing in terms of his movement, his defensive rebounding was sensational. He had 7 of those. And then Watson was killing him from all over the floor. So this was, and Loyola goes ahead and plays, 8, 9, 10 guys. They got some pretty good minutes from a couple of guys, including Deloach. So this Loyola team just executed across the board. They shot just under 60%. I mean, they had 59.6% from the floor. So you talk about execution, shot selection, way better IQ basketball. Council's going up, to the rim up against 2-3 guys. You're just not going to win those kind of things, And then when Bonaventure gets frustrated, they start chucking threes for a good 4 to 6 minute stretch. They shoot 18. They only make 5. We know on the road that can't happen. I would like to see them shoot far less threes on the road than at home for obvious reasons. So everything considered, they were terrible in so many different facets of the game. And then you get that big run from Loyola. You could start to see Loyola wanted to go on a run in that first half. Slow execution, very methodical, one step at a time, offense execution here. Defense was able to step up without a lot of pressure because the offense was getting going, and then bang, the second half takes place, and the game was absolutely over with the crowd getting into it. One team executing in all facets, the other one not. ML Sports Take, Batavia Downs Gaming and Stumble and Monkey Brewing Company bringing it to you. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and as I always tell you, enjoy the games.